Well, good evening and welcome back to Crossroads Garage. We just got back from a few-day trip and immediately had to deal with 6 children and a dishwasher that quit and was leaking all over the floor, and tried to go to the dump, but I'm in the wrong county even though it's only a mile from my house, so busy. We've got a few things to do really quick. I gotta go grab some tools, and we are going to attempt to fix the Explorer very quick so that we can get rid of it, because if we can get rid of that quick, I have a new vehicle that I'm trying to buy, but it all hinges on it being able to sell the Explorer and potentially this red truck. If we get that vehicle, that's gonna take us up a whole nother notch on this channel. So let's go try to get that fixed really quick. I have an idea of how to fix that. Hopefully it'll work. And then I've got to get the trash out of the bed of my truck, and then we're going to come back and attempt to switch the tachometer, and if we have time, the toolbox out of my red truck and get that in this truck. I've got some fab work I got to do to make that fit. It ought to be pretty awesome. So let's get into this. All right, let's see how this thing does on a cold start today. You just cannot beat this truck, man. I'm absolutely in love with this truck. There we go. We're going to drive over to where I stashed the Explorer, and the power steering pump quit, and it's $200 or 200 and some bucks for a new one that, or a reman one I should say, with a reservoir. And I do not like screwing around with reservoirs on power steering pumps and master cylinders and all sorts of that stuff anymore. It's just, I prefer to just pay for it. But at $200 for a new one, I'm gonna try to fix this one first. So what the plan here is, I don't have one. Yes, I do actually. I'm going to pump all of the fluid out of this power steering pump, and then I'm gonna refill it with something that you probably wouldn't guess. Oh, let's just fill over. Hopefully my pump still works. The AC also quit working on this thing, which is unfortunate, but don't really care. Summer is almost over, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so which way does this go? In, out. Perfect, that's what I thought. I'm not sure, it seems to be working. I'd say that's working. Let's get it fed down in there a little more. Wow, it's nastier than it was the first time I did this. All right. I think that's about as good as we're gonna get. Just go ahead and make a mess everywhere. All right. As you all know, power steering fluid is essentially just transmission fluid. This works awesome in your transmissions. Can't make it worse, so let's go ahead and see if it works in here. See if this will clean it up. All right. If this doesn't work, I don't really care that much. I'll just sell it with a bad power steering pump. Maybe knock a couple $100 off. Oh, that works. It's actually getting better. Look at that. Jittering is gone. Well, I'd say that fixed it. So that's pretty good. That's one thing taken care of today. It's still a classic whiny Ford pump, but seems to be fixed. Thanks for giving that back. I needed it. Perfect. Now I'll just put the rest of this bottle in my truck. Since it actually has an automatic transmission, you know, oh my goodness, that was almost really messy. Oops. I suppose I need my keys, huh? I think this truck's gonna look a whole lot better with this toolbox in it. I really wish it was a roll bar, but when they're $500 to $900 a piece for a full-size truck roll bar, kind of makes me think a toolbox is probably fine for now. Try to get right up close here, so we have to walk minimally. In fact, you know what, hold on. I'm gonna get even more of an angle on here. Oh, right, I can't because of the dishwasher. Oh, it's probably pretty good, I think. Oh yeah, that'll work out nicely. Open this thing up. I think, oh yeah, I can just slide this thing right along until I get over here. I know this is gonna have a tendency to, yeah, there we are. Perfect. Right there. All right, let's see if I can do this with scratching my bed minimally. Perfect. I think that'll work. Scoot it over just a drop. Oh, oh. Let's try not to scratch it. There, that's pretty even. Right on. Yeah, I like that. That looks pretty darn good. Okay, I'm gonna pause for a minute, clean up this mess, and then I'll figure out how we're going to install this thing properly. I think that's what we're gonna do. All right, let's see what we got here. Got some all thread, some angle iron, and some hardware. Okay. I have no idea how many of what that I've got. So let's see what fits. If I'm not mistaken, yeah. We had to move inside. There's a thunderstorm coming. I know you can't see it over there, but over there, yeah, it's coming. Okay. I don't think that we're gonna have any luck with these. I'm sure that these are a different size. Oh yeah, those are totally different thread. All right. So we've got 2 washers and 3 nuts. Well, as I'm sure you can tell, it is currently raining, and I think I have a plan. I'm going to take this washer, and I'm going to drill this hole out bigger if I can find my Christmas tree bit. I'm going to take this lug nut, and I'm going to weld it to the bottom of one side of this all thread. Then we can shove it up and through. Should be in business. I will turn the camera around, and we'll start hacking and cutting and having some fun. All right. Well, you'll have to excuse the mess on my bench right now. I've been cleaning out the old place. This here bell housing clutch and pressure plate over there. I got so many irons in the fire. I got some things cooking for that green car I've got. If you don't, remember which one that is. So it's the one around the back. I got to thinking, I've got a V8, I've got a bell housing, I've got a really good, well, I shouldn't say really good, I've got an okay-ish clutch, and I've got a brand new pressure plate. And I got some extra drive lines and clutch pedals and a couple linkages, and I've got a 4-speed, not a good one, but the 3-speed that's in it should be fine. Anyways, let's get back on to what we're doing. I think I've got this plugged in. It's gonna whack off about 8 inches here. And in case you noticed that it's been about, I don't know, it's darker than it was. I've been on the phone with the gentleman with the other vehicle that I was hinting at earlier. And I'm not making any promises, because I can't, I don't know yet. But he's gonna hold it for me while I figure out some financials. So, man, I hope that works out. I'm very excited for that. And for those of you that can't stand it, I'll give you a hint. It rhymes with square body Suburban. But it's not a stock square body Suburban. And that's all I'm gonna tell you. I don't know if you all know this, but I'm actually the president of the Ugly Welds Club, so had to fix that up a little bit. There you go. It's not horrible. Okay, gotta find my bit really quick and then we'll be in business. Wow. Never use that bit again. Ooh, we're so close. Maybe we'll use it just for one more second. Hot, hot, hot. All right. Well, we're done. I think that looks pretty doggone good. Oops. Yeah. And I mean, everything's where it's supposed to be. It's nice and solid. Yep. All right. Now, I'm gonna clean up my hardware and my tools, and we're gonna do the most, I shouldn't say the most, but very aesthetically and performancely fun thing. All right, so I went ahead and got busy and forgot to turn on the camera. This is what we've managed to do so far. It's not too bad. Got the wires tucked up pretty good. The only ugly one is down here. There's a ground just hanging out right there. Honestly, it was the last wire I was doing, and I'm getting tired, so I just threw it in. Let's see if this works. Well, it appears that it would work if it would run. That was obnoxious. Yep, definitely works pretty good there, I'd say. All right, well, let me clean up my tools and we'll go for just a real quick spin. See what this thing actually likes to shift at, just so we know. Alrighty. Once again, I did not wire up the light. I'm gonna do that, I don't know, sometime fairly soon, so that as we start moving into shorter days, I can turn it on and off. But for now, it'll work. All right. Yeah, I like it. It's not secured super well. It's just, I screwed it into the dash pad and it's so spongy under there, it's not really working super great. But it'll hold it for now. I have to get some 3M tape or something like that. All right, I'm gonna get past this ball field since they're all playing, and we'll see what this thing can do. Not what it can do, you know what I mean. See where the shift is at. All right, let's go ahead and just try it from here. Oh, still a little bit cold. Yeah, I think that was about 3,500, which is about what I assumed. I guess a better test would be to see where it likes to be What am I trying to say here? There we go, this first gear. Where's the top end of this thing? That's what I'm really trying to find out. Yeah, I think 4 is about, that's about as high as you want to go with this. Yeah, that's right about exactly what I figured. I think 4 is a bit high though, unless, I mean, you know, you're really trying to fry the tires or something. I think 3,500 here. I think 3,500 is about where it's happy for, you know, even higher RPM shifting. Wonder if it'll do a burnout in the water. Nah. Nope. Does not want to. Just not enough horsepower yet. Alright. Well, I think I'll see you at home. Yeah. I almost forgot. I told you I'd show you what this thing looks like with the toolbox in it. Oh yeah. Man, this truck is looking more and more like a truck all the time. Man, I absolutely love that with the toolbox. I don't know if it looks as cool to you on camera as it does in person, but man, that thing looks awesome. This thing is really, really coming together. Look at that. The cab lights, toolbox. Yeah, tachometer. I am very pleased with how this truck is turning out. Alright, well that's gonna do it for today's episode. I think we had a pretty successful day for just an afternoon worth of work. Got the Explorer fixed, got the toolbox mounted in the truck properly, got the tach in the truck mostly properly, and yeah, all in all, I mean, yeah, that's pretty good progress for half a day's worth of work. You'll have to let me know how the wide angle zoom lens thing works. I've never used it before, but my other one is, yeah, that spot in the center of the screen is, I'm sure, not very fun for you guys to deal with from the last couple of videos. So let me know. Alright, that's going to do it for this week. We will catch up next weekend and get on to some more exciting stuff. And hopefully I'll have an update for you by then about this other square body I'm looking at. I'm pretty doggone excited about that thing. Alright, that's going to do it. Hope you guys have a great work week, a good rest of your weekend. We will catch you all next Saturday.